I built a system that made me $34,000 last month in my coaching business with nothing but a tiny audience on Instagram and YouTube. And in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down exactly how I did it step by step so you can steal my strategy and use it right away. See, most coaches think that the more followers they get, the more clients they'll be able to close. But the real issue isn't your follower account. It's knowing how to convert the attention you're already getting and turning that into paying clients without having to rely on millions of views or followers to do it. And with that being said, welcome to episode number 1 in a 5-part series where I'm breaking down the Outcast operating system, the complete framework I built to help online coaches and consultants grow and scale their businesses. And in this episode, I'm going to reveal why most coaches struggle to get clients and the critical shifts I made that completely changed the trajectory of my business. Because once you see this, it'll likely change yours too. Now, I know you've probably seen a million other videos just like this, and you're probably wondering, why should I listen to you? And that would be a fair question. So if you're new here, my name is Jay, and I've helped dozens of online coaches build, grow, and scale their businesses without needing a huge audience or having to work 15 hours a day to do it. Now, the strategies I'm teaching you today aren't just theories. My client Brittany made $40K in 90 days using this exact system. My client Josh texted me saying he hit his first $88,000 month in his business after struggling for over 6 months to get any traction on his offer. And one of my newest clients, Audrey, just closed 2 4-figure clients within her first 3 weeks of joining my growth partnership program. So if you take action on what I'm about to share with you, you will see results. Now, if you're like most coaches, you've probably been posting valuable content, showing up every day, and giving away valuable information that could literally change people's lives. And yet your DMs are still dry, people aren't reaching out to you asking you for help, and you're struggling to get any serious buyers. And this is where things really start to mess with your head, right? Because at first you think, maybe I just need to post more content. And you're like, no, wait, maybe it's just my hooks. I need to write better hooks. Maybe you've even invested in courses or coaching and got little to no results. And if you're being honest, maybe you've even thought that going back to a 9-to-5 might be easier because at least you'd have a steady paycheck and some stability. And trust me, I get it because I have lived that life. For over a year, I did everything the experts said to do. I posted every day, I sent out a ton of DMs, and I gave away value for free, and it got me absolutely nowhere. But when I was like this close to giving up, I made one major shift in my business that changed everything. And almost immediately after that, I started getting DMs from people asking how they could work with me one-on-one, saying they had gotten so much value from my content and that they had applied some of the strategies I had given them and gotten results. And that was the moment I realized something huge. All of those negative beliefs I had about myself, thinking that I wasn't good enough or that I should just quit, weren't even true. Because when the right people actually found my content, they liked it and it helped them. So if you're not getting clients right now, it's not because you're not good enough. It's not because your work isn't valuable, and it's definitely not because coaching doesn't work. It's because you've been set up to fail from the start. Because the way that most coaches are told to grow their business literally guarantees they're going to struggle. The game has changed, and the strategies that worked years ago don't work anymore. See, the gurus that are giving you this old advice built their brand in a completely different era, when the market wasn't as saturated, when organic reach was easy to get, and when you didn't need 100,000 followers just to be considered credible. But in 2025, trust is way harder to build, attention spans are 10 times shorter, and credibility isn't just handed to you because you have a course and a camera. So if you're trying to follow their strategies without their level of leverage, you're going to fail. So let's talk about the real mistakes you're making that are keeping you stuck, and more importantly, how you can fix them. Mistake number 1 is not having a clear client journey. Most coaches assume that once people see their content, they'll just naturally reach out and want to buy. But that is not how high-ticket buyers make decisions. They don't just go from finding you for the first time to wanting to become a client of yours after watching one single video, especially not with short-form content. See, Google did a study that analyzed buyers' decision-making across the board, and on average, they found that a prospect needs to spend 7 hours consuming your content before they'll be willing to buy from you. So instead of just posting random content, you need to have a structured client journey that moves them smoothly through every single stage of building trust and consuming your content before they'll become a client. And this is how you take someone from stranger on the internet to becoming a follower or a subscriber to an interested lead and eventually a paying client. Every single interaction they have with you should pull them closer to working with you as the natural next step. And the best and most effective way to do this is by transitioning your content from random scattered posts to building a strategic system, or what I call an ecosystem of influence. Now, my ecosystem consists of Instagram, YouTube, my newsletter, and Skool, which we'll dive into later in this video. But if you're someone that's truly serious about growing and scaling your coaching business and you want to be a part of a community of other like-minded individuals just like yourself and get access to free courses and all the information I give my clients to help them grow and scale their business, then go ahead and join my free Skool community. The link is in the description. Now keep in mind, if you're not serious, if you're not actually an action taker, you will get booted from the group. It's a small, close-knit community and I give everyone individual feedback for putting in the work. I'm only here to help you win. So if you're serious about scaling your business, then go ahead and join the community. But for now, let's dive into the second mistake most coaches are making that is keeping them stuck, which is relying on the algorithm to bring them clients. Because if that strategy was actually working, then you probably wouldn't be watching this video. See, what most people don't understand is that the algorithm is not designed to get you clients. It's strictly designed to keep people on the platform as long as possible. So as a coach, if your content isn't built to serve the masses and go viral, it's just gonna get ignored. So let's talk about Instagram, for instance. Reach is consistently down across the board, and at this point, only 10 to 20% of the people that follow you are even seeing your content. And the other 80% is being pushed to random people who aren't even interested in what you do, which means most of the content you post never even reaches the type of people that would ever invest in coaching in the first place. Now you might think TikTok is better, and while TikTok allows you to get a lot more reach, it's terrible when it comes to conversions. TikTok is notorious for producing low quality leads, and it's extremely difficult to find high ticket clients on that platform. Now YouTube is by far the best platform for any coach to find high ticket clients, but if you don't have a system to capture and convert viewers into clients, you'll end up getting tons of views and subscribers, but very few sales. So then what does this mean for you? It means that if you don't have a predictable system for getting your content in front of highly targeted prospects who are actually interested in a coach like you, and no matter how much content you post, the right people are never going to see it and you will keep struggling. So to solve this problem, I use what's called audience engineering. It's a system that connects Instagram and YouTube together to shorten the 7-hour buying cycle we talked about earlier in this video. This system allows me to get in front of high intent buyers even while I'm sleeping and also grow my audience at the same time. And here's how it works. I use Instagram to run highly targeted micro ads to put my content directly in front of the right people that need to see it. Then I use YouTube long form content to build deep trust with my audience and guide leads to the next step. And the best part about this strategy is that I only have to spend about $10 per day to do it. This allows me to make sure that my ideal clients are actually seeing my content every day, and I'm not depending on the algorithm to do that for me, which it has completely failed to do the past 2 years. And once those leads come into my ecosystem, now it's my job to nurture them effectively so that by the time they actually come to me to make a purchase, they've already decided they want to join my program. I'm not struggling on a sales call trying to convince them that I'm the best person to help them solve their problems. And when you combine these strategies together, you're no longer waiting for clients to find you, you're engineering a system that brings them directly to your door, consistently and predictably. Now, I know a lot of you are probably afraid of running paid ads, but it's actually really simple, and I'm gonna be breaking down all the numbers and exactly how to do it in this series. So make sure that you subscribe so you get notified when I drop the other videos, and you'll see how easy this actually is. Now let's talk about mistake number 3 that most coaches are making, which is not building trust before the sale. Now I'm gonna share some symptoms you might be experiencing that will tell you if you have this problem or not. When you're hopping on sales calls, do people still need convincing before they buy into your program? For example, you might be hearing a lot of objections like, I need to talk to my partner, I need to think about it, I don't know if I have enough money, it's too expensive. These are all signs that trust has not been built before you actually got on a sales call with your prospect, because people buy when they have certainty. Certainty that you understand them, certainty that your process works, and certainty that investing in you is the right choice. So if you're getting a ton of objections on your sales calls or when you're talking to people in DMs, I can almost guarantee that this is the exact problem that you're experiencing and you don't even know it. Now, in order to solve this problem, your content should be doing most of the selling for you. 80% of the sale happens before your prospect ever even gets on a call with you. So by the time they reach out, they should already believe that you are the person that can help them solve their problem. See, the goal of your content is to build trust around 3 specific things. The first is you as a coach, right? They need to believe that you are the person that can solve their problem. And the second is your offer. Your offer needs to solve the most painful problem they have in a better or more effective way than anything they've ever tried before. And the third is your unique mechanism or your way of doing things. They need to trust in the fact that your unique mechanism or process will help them achieve their goals. And if you don't have a unique way, then you probably sound just like all of your other competitors because you're not doing anything different than them. So the most effective way to solve this problem is by having an actual content strategy. Now, if you're struggling to build one for yourself, there's also free training on that in my Skool community. So that should not be the reason why you don't get clients. So at this point, you have one of two choices. You can keep doing what you've been doing, sticking to the same strategies that aren't producing results and hoping that something magically changes on its own, or you can actually implement what you've learned in this video and start attracting more clients using a proven system. Now, if you want to fast track your success and you want my help actually implementing these systems inside of your business, I'm opening up a few spots for my growth partnership program where I actually partner with you inside of your business to help you grow, scale, and sign high ticket clients consistently. Now, spots are limited and this isn't fake urgency or scarcity. I literally only have a few spots available. And once they're gone, I close the door again. So if you're serious about scaling your business, click the link in the description to book in a call with me, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at VJTiff. All right, so now that you know why most coaches struggle and why the traditional strategies don't work anymore, it's time to fix the gaps in your business that are keeping you stuck. And that starts with audience engineering, learning how to get directly in front of high ticket buyers without relying on the algorithm to do it. And this one shift alone is going to make every single piece of content you create 10 times more effective. Because if you're not engineering your audience intentionally, you are relying on luck, and luck does not get you paid. Now, most people run ads the wrong way and end up burning money for no reason. I'm going to show you how to fix that in the next video, where I break down the exact step-by-step process and all the numbers you need to hit to make sure your ads are highly profitable, and you can click here to watch it.